Cool. Okay, dude. So, gotta start off. Have you heard about the Alabama dock battle fight?
Oh yes, I that's it's weird. I don't
The brawl. That's what they're calling it, a brawl.
Yeah. I don't normally watch like fight videos, so I was scrolling through whatever Reddit or whatever yesterday. I stop on the public freakouts,
Mhm.
and the thing that made me stick with it was the dude that was about to get beat up threw his hat in the air and it never landed. Like I never saw it land. It was like the first thing that happened in the video was like the guy went to like take his hat off, but he threw it way up in the air and it didn't come down. So that was
seen it from a different angle or something.
Well, here's the thing. There's the thing that I think by the time I got to it, it was 3 different videos that were all like edited together. Right? There's 3 different people's cell phone video accounts of it, and so it was like but then today, this morning, I saw how the fight started. Did you see how the fight started?
No.
Okay, because this is the thing, right? It's like if you watch the first couple of cell phone videos that came out, it looks racial, and it is still right. Like even with the context, it is.
Yeah.
But slightly less so because it turns out that what happened was the white guys, there was like 4 white guys. It looked like a dad and his 3 shitty sons, right? They had a pontoon boat that they had parked on that dock after, and everyone had been like, don't park it there, or if you park it there, don't leave it, or if you park it there and leave it, then leave somebody else in the boat so that when it needs to be moved, one can move the boat, right? He did none of those things, okay? They parked the boat there, they left it there, and then they all left, okay? So when this dinner fucking riverboat, whatever the fuck you call those boats with the spinning wheel on the back, they're like Mark Twain boats, right? I see those boats and I just think of Mark Twain. I don't know why.
Yeah, because he worked on one.
Yeah,
the steam.
It's like a steam, but it's also like a restaurant, right? So it's like a restaurant that
steamboat
floats on the river. Yeah, and then it fucking goes back, and that's the dock where it fucking docks, right? So those guys' boat was in the way of a fucking floating restaurant with people on it that wanted to get off, because I don't know about you, but when I'm done eating and I want to leave a restaurant, I will not be stopped. That would fucking drive me nuts. Being on a thing where I'm done eating and then I just gotta wait for the fucking boat to come in. Fuck all that. Anyway, so the black security guard hooked their boat from the dock and then just pushed it very slowly away, right? And it was starting to float away when all those white guys came running back, and yelling, right? And this is from the video that recorded this part was from the opposite side of like the river, okay? And that when I say to you that every single person on the boat or whatever it was across the river from this altercation was wearing a blue shirt, which indicated that they were employees of the company, right? The river boat, whatever. And so they knew that security guard guy, right? They all know him. Okay. And I tell you, it was at least 100 people, if not way more people. Okay. It was people jammed together. At one point, before the fight actually started, everyone, and 99% of them are black. There was one guy wearing a blue shirt that was standing next to the security guard guy that looked like a little dumpy white teenager with like a fucking silly haircut and a life jacket on. Okay. And so before the fight started, everyone is screaming at the guys with the pontoon boat to just move the fucking thing, right? At one point, that turns into a chant of the ludicrous classic and maybe one of the greatest songs of all time. Move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Now, it's booming loud, right? It's super loud, okay? So the fact that when it popped off, right, the seeming father of the guys in all the pastel shorts, was a fatter guy with white shorts. Okay, I think none of them were wearing shirts, or some of them were wearing polo shirts. The uniform of the rich asshole, country club fucking asshole. Everyone in the world should hate. It's like, these are the people that, even if they're not like rich enough or whatever, these are the people that ruin the world. They're always this is their uniform. The fucking visor, polo shirt, pastel shorts, sunburn, and a boat, right? It's like, that's those are the guys, right? Yeah. So the drunk dad takes a swing at the security guard, right? The security guard fucking knocks him the fuck out, right? That's when the second video, and then some of the other white boys start running towards the security guard, and then the little white kid with the life preserver tries to jump in on the back of one of them and hits one of them, and then that guy like swings his arm back and the white kid goes tumbling, right? That is when everyone on the other side of the river fucking lost it, right? It was those two things in a row. It was the dad taking a swing at the security guard, and then the little kid worker getting like knocked over, right? Yeah. That's when the second video started, okay? The second video started when the son was defending his dad's honor. I don't know if they're all related. I don't even know if they're all related, or if they're father, son, or who's the father, or whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. This is just what it looks like to me. Okay. A picture of the family has been released, though. Mm-hmm. One of my Satanist friends put out the picture, like found the picture and was like, "This is the family that did the thing." Like, and it was like, and if you know what the thing is, then it was one of those things where it's like, if you know what the thing is, then you know what the thing is, and if you don't know what the thing is, then like, don't bother. It's whatever, right? But it seems like this is one that actually did hit everyone, right? This is one of the first like genuinely like viral, like everyone kind of found out about this that was on the internet yesterday for some reason, right? Including me, who I don't, whatever, why the fuck would I watch a random fight, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so the son comes to the defense of the dad. That's when all three sons or whatever start to jump this black security guard who I have now, as I have just told you, is on the other side of the river from 100 people who are screaming at them, right? Like it's unfucking believable to me that you would think that you could jump not only like whatever, as one person in the comments was like, it's astounding to me when white boys think that they can jump anyone in fucking Mobile, Alabama and not get their fucking asses kicked, right? Look, bro, we look out for each other. But it was like, it's astounding to me that there was that many people on the other side that were ready to go, right? Like they had watched all of this unfold. They'd watched these assholes like park their boat, you know, wave off all the fucking warnings, right? They'd watched the whole goddamn thing. For those fucking drunk assholes to think that they could jump this dude and get away with it is unbelievable. Naturally, the whole thing devolved into chaos, right? Where eventually a guy, like the end of it was a guy just hitting people with a chair.
I saw that. Yes, that was the best ending. It's like you see the people swimming over, like I guess to jump off the boat.
No, yeah, one kid jumped over, and you see in the first video, the one that I saw this morning, you see like it's panning around the person who's holding the camera. It's the video I saw was either a white lady doing commentary after the fact, or there was a white lady in this sea of people, in this sea of black people that was just like, this is what's going on here, right? I'm narrating, right? And like, you know, no, like, so that's the thing. It's like, it was a class thing more than it was a racial thing, right? But the class thing turns it into a racial thing because those fucking white guys are clearly like rich white guys, and everybody else involved is either just a random person at the boat restaurant, or
working at their job,
yeah, right? And it's like, and a job where guaranteed this is a regular occurrence, right? Like I am 1,000%
than some other, you know,
bullshit, dude. Yeah, drunk white guys being fucking pieces of shit every single fucking day. And like, you
I've been to Alabama, and I can tell you that's pretty much all they got going on there.
A stick together mentality.
If you can find like a Panera or something. It's pretty much all just drunk people.
Yeah, it's just drunk white guys in very expensive restaurants, and then poor everyone else in you know, like dives and shit or whatever, or literal holes in the walls. But obviously the best part that everyone knows about is when people started getting knocked into the water, and then one guy goes in the water, and then the other lady in the video goes in the water. That's fucking hilarious. That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Like it's so good, right? And I really do think that this is one of those things that can unite everyone, right? because it's such a clear cut. Like, if you aren't on the side of what are essentially the black people in this situation, then you are 100% a racist for positive, right? Like, this is one of those, like, out yourself things, right? Because it's very apparent the entire time who is wrong, right? Exactly. Like, from the start, who threw the first punch? The white guy. Who fucking made it worse and started jumping someone? The white guys, right? It's like, who doesn't work there? The white guys, right? Who's making all the problems? Like, so it's a perfect litmus test. And I hope that it, whatever, in a month, we're going to hear about it on the news. And because that's how long it takes for things to get from the internet to the regular news. And
it's a little, maybe 2 weeks.
Those white people are going to try to sue that company, and they're going to lose. This is what I want to know, and hold on, I'm going to look this up right now because I want to know if those honkies are in jail. That's my real concern. No, wait. The Guardian. Okay, so the Guardian picked it up already. It's literally, I scrolled down the Reddit news to 3 stories. Large brawl in Alabama as people defend black riverboat worker against white assailants. But it appeared to start when a worker objected to a pontoon boat preventing a large riverboat from docking and was attacked by a group of white men. So everything I just said, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is what I want. I just want to... This is not 1963 anymore, read one comment alluding to the year before the signing of the Civil Rights Act. Montgomery police confirmed they responded to reports of a disturbance on the 200 block of Coosa Street in the area of Montgomery Riverfront Park. They said officers had located a large group of subjects engaged in a physical altercation. That's one way of putting it. Several subjects have been detained, and any charges are pending. Yeah, okay, oh, yeah, okay, so the Guardian's even trying to, at least two of the women jumped or were pushed into the river.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, there we go. Okay, so, after the arrival of police officers, the brawl subsided and then briefly reignited before police began cuffing the participants, black and white, right? Because the guy with the chair was black, right? The guy that ended the fight was black, and it's like, you're not allowed to hit people with a chair.
Yeah,
it's like you're gonna catch a charge, right? I
saw that. I was like, man, they were like back in like old cage match.
Yeah, no, I saw somebody go like, dude, this dude just turned it. The dude with the chair turned it into Royal Rumble. It didn't already look enough like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I don't blame the guy, whatever. It's like, I'm sure that there were some black dudes or black people in there that were also drunk and being like, oh shit, what happened? Hell yeah, let's get involved for no particular reason. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
It's like, I guarantee it wasn't all workers, because as soon as it's like everybody that was wearing like a regular blue colored shirt, right? Like the most normal blue,
like a royal blue.
Yeah, royal blue.
Yeah.
Shirt. every one of those people were workers.
Yeah.
Like, that's somebody in the comments was like, that's how you can tell, is that if they're wearing a blue shirt, they work there, right? And that's when the first video panned around. It was like fucking 100 blue shirts are on one side. And so that's why I just couldn't believe the fucking balls on those guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing, right? And they all should have been thrown in the river, 100%. That would honestly been the funniest like punishment if it was literally just like people were just ripping them off the dock and throwing them in the river, and then laughing as they tried to all drunkenly like get out and be mad, even though they're all wet. You know what I mean? All their phones are wet, everything. You know what I mean? Like all their poo beads or whatever the fuck they're wearing.
Wet racists.
Yeah, like it smells like wet dog, right? Like fucking. Like, I can just see like that being like that's like the chef's kiss ending to something like that.
Yeah,
right.
Although the cage match chair guy was pretty awesome.
I mean
I vote for him.
That's very funny. And he, you know, I like that. That's one of those things where it's like, all right, am I going to spend a couple weeks in jail at least? Yes. Right. Am I going to be a legend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and he didn't even know it'd be an internet legend. He thought he'd just be a legend like the people he knows or whatever.
Yeah. The rest of the riverboat. But no, never mind. At this point, if you are engaged in any sort of physical altercation with anyone and there's any kind of people anywhere, it's being recorded, right? But like that's
pretty
one thing
everywhere.
Like fucking forget it. Like it's not unless you have cornered your fucking whoever you plan on assaulting in a place where there is literally no one. Like even if you do something weird, in public, somebody will record it. That's just like you should take it for granted. And it's not the CIA either. It's your fellow citizen.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so I've only heard one song by this artist ever. I think you showed it to me even. It's the one with the fun 80s style music video.
The one with the piano.
I want to say it's called Juice or something.
I don't even think that's the song that I know from her. The one I know is the one which apparently we found out is true. She has the line, "I am 100% that bitch."
That's
the opening line of one of her songs that I know.
The song is like,
cool.
It's pretty good. It's for the one song I've heard from her of hers is pretty good. Okay, I've written my opinion down about this now. And it has gotten seals of approval from a couple of women. So that means that either they don't know
so it's not overly misogynist,
or yeah, it's not. It's not like you know. I don't think it's. I honestly don't think this part is controversial. Okay, this is my stated like take in writing. Paraphrase. It sounds like that Lizzo is kind of weird and kind of like an asshole, which doesn't drastically change my opinion of Lizzo, right? And I don't That's fine. Whatever. I expect that from a pop star. You know, like kind of weird, kind of an asshole. It's 2023. Everyone's fucking weird, and a lot of people are assholes.
Right.
So whatever. But there are two things that she has done that are completely unforgivable. One, this is not an order of importance. In fact, it's the opposite order of importance. One is keeping a dance captain around that is a psycho Christian who won't shut the fuck up about God.
Yes, I heard about that one.
That's a hostile work environment.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. Shut the fuck up. Okay. And then the second one is that allegedly, and allegedly is underlined here because I don't know any of the details about this. Allegedly, she doxed a delivery driver. And as a delivery driver, don't fuck with my people. And I had to make sure when I said don't fuck with my people that I made sure to say that I was referring to delivery drivers and not like, you know, this is not a racist thing. It is class solidarity with delivery drivers of all colors and shapes and sizes and etc. and so forth. That's the long and short of it. Now,
well, okay. So the other thing I'll input there is the crazy like religious hostile work environment that can't fly. But the other thing that I was thinking about, I was watching the Anthony Fantana did a video on this, and he pointed out some of that stuff. And one of the comments on the video said something like, it's, when you put it all in perspective, it was like the dancers on any kind of tour like this or whatever are always the lowest rung on the ladder. They are always backup dancers. That's like their role is being backup, and they get treated as such pretty much all the time in the
except for by
artistry industry or whatever. And
except for by Britney.
Who?
Britney Spears. Except for Britney Spears. Britney Spears fucked one of her backup dancers, had children with one of her backup dancers. Well, she treated that backup dancer very well.
Well, yeah. Cool.